be a hard task to find someone on this planet that has never seen or heard of Legos. I think we're coming up on 90 years that Legos have been going. And what's cool is a brick from 1958 would interlock with a brick made today. They've been around longer. 1958 is when they came up with the standard interlock system that they have now. So that's cool that, as you keep buying sets, you could still play with them and connect them to sets you buy in the future. I'm not the only adult that still plays with Legos. There's actually a big Reddit forums for people who collect and build and even go beyond the normal sets and design and build their own things that you could buy plans for. I'm not that far into it. I'm just a moderate Lego collector, and these are just a few of my big pieces. But I do have this passion for Legos. I think it's something neat that lets your mind be creative. Even though these sets were followed with instructions, I have other Legos that I still sit down and play with and build things that aren't on the instructions. And it's something I can't wait to pass on to my son. But lately, I've been chewing on this idea. I built this one recently. This is the escape pod from Avengers that Thor takes to get his hammer reforged. And it's just a cool little ship. It was a cheap set. I think we got it at Target. I love any set that comes with very unique minifigs. But when I built it, my nephew was here. Him and I built it together. And then I put it up on my shelf. He wanted to play with it more, but he wanted to destroy it. I don't destroy kits that I build. But when I put it up there, I started thinking, it's kind of a shame that as soon as I'm done building it and I play with it for a minute, look at it, I put it up on the shelf. And yeah, I do go to my shelf once in a while and look at them, pick them up once in a while. I really need to dust them. If anyone knows how to dust Legos efficiently, let me know. But it would be neat if this could do more than sit on the shelf. Like, what if I were to combine it with the technology of my other hobby, quads, and make it fly? Now, I went on YouTube, I started looking, and there are people who are making Lego quad frames build and fly. They're pretty much just building and duplicating the shape of a typical quad frame that I buy and use carbon fiber. So, if you're just mimicking the shape, it's not going to be that efficient. Yeah, it's really neat that you made it out of Legos, and you probably have to use Craggle. Excuse me, I'm a big fan of the Lego movie too. To make it be sturdy, but carbon fiber is just more efficient, and at 100 miles an hour, you won't even be able to tell that it's a Lego frame. So I really haven't picked up that interest yet, but I do admire those people that have. But what if I were to, there's lots of room inside this, oops, sorry, Groot. I am Groot. This has a neat little area that I would be able to put some electronics in, maybe make like a Lego X-frame to hold the propellers. But once I did that, the integrity of the shape and the function of this ship, it would be gone. But I still had this desire to combine the electronics of a drone with a Lego set for something really cool. Let me show you what I came up with. I saw this in a store and just couldn't resist. I believe it's called the Arctic Air Transport. But if you see, it already has 4 propellers, like a quad. The image on the front of the box, in my opinion, is a computer-generated photo. It's not really depicting scale. But I used the size of the minifig as they're about 1 3/4 inches high, and then measured across the propellers, and to me it looks like your typical 5-inch blade, which will work. I have no idea how big this is going to be. Maybe it's going to be too small. If it's small, I can use micro quad stuff, but I'm really thinking I'll be able to use 5-inch stuff on this. It's only 277 pieces, so based on my Lego experience, I should be able to put this together. Oh, give me 1 second. it looks like it's going to work. There's not a whole lot of room inside, but I've got some plans. There's a lot of, I built the kit like you're supposed to build it. There's a lot of bricks in there that I could take out. I'm definitely going to have to glue everything together for strength. You know, I don't want this to just be like a hanger queen that can take off and hover and land. You know, I want to make it fully freestyle. The blades are pretty big. The back blades are up, you know, about a ½ inch higher to make clearance for the blades in front. It's going to be weird for my processor to figure out flying, because it's going to be flying through prop wash the whole time, even just hovering. That doesn't usually do well with the gyro, and it kind of overloads the PIDs. But we're going to see what we could do. It's a fun project. You know, I'm not expecting this to be my best quad. That would be cool if it was. But, you know, something that's just very unique. So these are just Lego propellers. I plan on using these Azure 5-inch blades. They have a unique shape to them for aerodynamics. But they work, they clear. This is going to be so fun. I am so excited about this. I'm going to use these Hype Train 2407s. I believe they're 2450 kV. That should give us plenty of power to get this up in the air. I'm going to use Emax Magnum Mini V2. It's a 20x20 stack. It comes with a 4-in-1 ESC up to 35 amps. That should be plenty of power for what we're trying to do. And I believe because it's a 20x20, it'll fit in there really nicely. The nice part is I work in a machine shop, so if I have to make a mount to hold all this stuff, I can. But I needed to make this video to show you guys what I'm doing before I start gluing this together and grinding away access points and trying to figure out how to mount these motors. I think I might be buying a second set just to have extra pieces in case I destroy any while I'm trying to modify this to make it work. But this should be a very fun project. This is just the first video in a series. It's a kind of a quick video just showing you guys what I'm trying. And I'm really excited to share all this with you, and we'll see you again soon.